Today was cool and calm, but all that is about to change very soon. Meteorologist Kit Thomas is here. So you mentioned wind, rain, flooding, possibly hail, a little bit of everything, it seems like.
It's very much spring in its full force the next several days.
Yeah, coming in, packing a punch to start, too.
One good thing, this is washing all the pollen away.
Yeah, the silver lining.
Well, look
yes.
at that one
My
silver
free
lining.
car wash.
Yeah, we've had, unfortunately, we've had a ton of pollen lately. Now we're getting all that washed away, but we are talking about a very serious threat for severe thunderstorms for the next several days as well. Looking at temperatures right now, 68 degrees here in Memphis, 65 up towards Dyersburg, Oxford at 64, 68 still in Tunica. Overnight tonight, we're not going to drop much from where we are as we're still pulling in some pretty warm temperatures from the south. Tomorrow afternoon, we're warming up quite a bit into the low to mid 80s across much of the area. It's going to be warm, and that extra heat is going to spark off severe thunderstorms. Here's something we don't do very often. Look at the 7-day, then we'll dive into the meat and potatoes of everything. We've got a weather impact alert for the next 4 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The front end is for more severe weather on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll still have severe weather Friday and Saturday, but that's when we really start to unfold a catastrophic flooding event. And the next week, we're in the 60s for highs. Here's a look at the satellite right now. We've got some of those clouds moving in, southern winds across the area, bringing in warm air still overnight, and the clouds acting as a thermal blanket to keep us warm through tomorrow morning. Plus, we have that warm front that's lifting through the area. That's also why we're staying warm overnight. That's setting us up in the warm sector right here behind the warm front, ahead of the cold front. This is where the highest shear, humidity, and heat are all present for thunderstorms to start up tomorrow afternoon. Therefore, a moderate risk is present for Wednesday afternoon as those thunderstorms get started here around the mid-afternoon through the evening, right there lined up with that moderate risk from the Storm Prediction Center. Pretty widespread severe weather threat. Then that cold front stalls out, becomes a stationary boundary, another inciting spot for more thunderstorms as we head through Thursday. A level 2 threat across the area. A level 2 threat again into the day 4. It goes down in only to the level 2 or level 3 threat given the uncertainty on the low or high end, but still stationary boundary focusing that severe weather on Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday we start to see a little more of a progressive system moving through, so we'll have that switch over to a cold front, and that will eventually clear us out for Sunday afternoon. Monday will be the first rain-free day we will have seen in a while. Let's take you through the forecast now. As we go overnight tonight, still some of those clouds, that warm front rolling through. As we start off tomorrow afternoon, we could see supercell thunderstorms across the area ahead of the main event, ahead of the line of thunderstorms. So around 5 o'clock when you're tuning in for ABC 24 News at 5, we will likely be in severe weather coverage at this point. Continuing through 7 o'clock, crossing the Mississippi, a line of thunderstorms, embedded tornadoes, straight line winds, and hail, all the threats with that. But take a look at the rainfall. As we head through the overnight into Thursday morning, we start to see a little bit of a break here and there. And the thing is, we're going to have a break here or there, but it's going to be a long-term rain event, and the rain will continue to fall. Thursday evening, another wave of severe thunderstorms across the area with heavy rain. The thing is, with these storms, there's tons of moisture available, and all of that raining in the same zones that had the rain just the day before or the hours before, that's going to cause this severe flooding event for us. Then as we go into Friday, look at that. We've got those kidney beans once again, model showing up with supercells for Friday afternoon. Tornado threat is on the higher end of the scale, up to that red shade there with the hatches, meaning EF2 or stronger tornadoes. Greater than 2-inch diameter hail, a pretty decent threat for that across the area, and decent probability as well for the severe wind threat. Significant winds, 75 miles per hour or stronger. Of course, that catastrophic flood event that we're talking about, leading to a particularly dangerous situation. We are going to see flooding in places we haven't seen before. Looking at the rain totals from at least one model showing 12 to 15 inches here in Memphis. This recent one, it's different from what we were looking at 5 and 6. It's actually shifted back to the northwest a little bit, lining up with more models. So this is a better sense of what we're talking about. 4-day rain records. This is what we're talking about with generational records going back to 1877. We could break that record or set it into the top 5. This is what's going to be the thing that we talk about for the next couple of years, the flooding of 2025. We'll be right back after this.